One time to get. Get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix. Back to Harden. Over Smith. Harden's shot is off.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And J.R. Smith with the slam.
The athleticism J.R. Smith showed in the early part of his career was impressive, and so was that play.
They get it back. Stolen by O'Neal. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
That one falls.
It's a good decision there. Giannis isn't easy to stick with, especially after the screen.
Down low. Out to Nash. Back to Harden. Shoots the three. Again, the miss by Harden.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Back to Marjanovic. Out to Nash. Pass to Harden. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Harden can't hit.
This is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And you take a look at Giannis in his first year as opposed to now. That strength coming into play now.
Now, here is Gallinari. Inside. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 8. The rebound by Marjanovic. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry. And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
The three from Harden. And the three ball is good. Harden's got 8 points.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from the summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business. Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Pass to Gallinari. Back to Nash. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Harden can't hit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. Get out in transition there.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Suns trail by 9. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nash outside. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The offensive rebound. Back to Mejri. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
And Smith with the stuff.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And the slam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
To the paint. Now here's Williams. And here's Harden for 3. Bounce pass from Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. And here is Rozier. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Nuggets running again. But they recover it. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. The putback. Missed it. Even after all those chances. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Smith with the defensive effort.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brent. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade. That there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Smith trying to break loose. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Here's Jang. Excellent D from Howard. Back to Rozier. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Drains the three-pointer.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 21 points in the game. And the rejection by Jang. Harden with it. Now Smith defending. 2 points. That one goes.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Rebound by Jang.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Interesting, Kevin. I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
So both teams changing it up here. And Brent, I'm thinking back to that trade. The Nuggets were moving up to select Antonio McDyess.
Yeah, McDyess went number 2 overall and obviously went on to have a pretty stellar career. And Rodney Rogers and I went to Los Angeles, where I got a lot of early minutes in my rookie campaign. So interesting trade on draft night.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, really be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
They like to use Giannis in the pick-and-roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Here's Nash. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but, man, that's an easy shot. I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
Denver leading by 8. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And Phoenix turns it over again. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The second effort. Howard. The putback. Suns trail by 8.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Well, the exclamation point in transition.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Denver Nuggets. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him, and I think there's more where that came from. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Nash outside. Gallinari on the wing. The 3. Rebounded by Howard. The Nuggets leading by 12. Outside Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Phoenix grabs the miss. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Shamet. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to this?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go, 1-on-1. And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Here's Payton. That one, no good. Great D that time from Howard. The Nuggets leading by 11. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo with the second effort. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 35. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Payton outside. Shot to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Suns trail by 12. Payton outside. Pass to Harden. And the jumper falls for him. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. But Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Harden right side. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Williams. Over Cook. And the rejection by O'Neal. And they're pushing it up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Igor Kokoshkov wants a timeout here.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Here is Cook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Harden. Back to Rozier. Shoots from the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing. The Nuggets leading by 12. A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the 4th different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoshkov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 5. Pass to Chang. Over O'Neal. Harden trying to get open. Here's Bates Diop. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 30 points for James Harden.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation? Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. 19-point game. Nash up on top. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nuggets lead by 19. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Nash. Yep, it counts. Nash has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Suns.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
And now the fast break. Nash with the ball. And the jam by Harden.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Poked away. And stolen by Nash. And here we go. Harden can't hit.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Inside. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. To the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Smith.
How about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with the steal?
Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Harden outside. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing this second half in the mud.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And they'll keep possession. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Suns trail by 19. Now Payton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Harden. Not going to go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
Now here is Gallinari. Measuring with it. Kicks it out to Harden. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Timeout called, the Suns. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Back to Harden. Over onto the Antetokounmpo. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And it goes down 2 points.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Yep, that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 50 points.
Tough to cover Antetokounmpo, especially this deep, and so good at using that length to shoot over the deep. You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
That's tipped. And they're able to recover. And O'Neal gets it to go. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. .157 left to play here in the fourth. And Harden launches it from deep.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
Harden can't hit. Suns trail by 21. Pass to Rozier. At the elbow, Harden. Now Measuring. Antetokounmpo defending. Doesn't go for him. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
And the Suns here with a different look. 55 seconds left in the game. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
Down low. Here's Plumlee from deep. Harden.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nash. Back to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 41 points for James Harden.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon. And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 26. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be